Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your money and career reading. Taurus, any messages for Taurus, money and career? Lightning, power. Okay, this is so incredible because April 20th, Jupiter in Taurus conjuncts Uranus in Taurus. These are both planets of lightning, of power, of expansion, of genius, of luck, of right place, right time, feeling absolutely lucky. It's your lucky strike. Lucky strike. And it's just around the time that the sun moves into your sign as well. So there's so much power and concentration for you. And I see this also as a display of your power, like a moment, or it all comes together and you are showing your power. You can see it, it's tangible, it's atmospheric. All right, any messages for Taurus for money and career? Taurus, money and career. Taurus, money and career. Knight of Pentacles, there's that lightning. The lightning again with the tower. Okay, now I just have to say too that I don't read reversals, Taurus, so if you see me turning the cards, it's because I've always done this. It's just my personal preference when reading cards. I don't read the reversals. Taurus, Seven of Wands. So wherever you have felt stuck, there's been some kind of obstacle, I think physical. It could have been your energy levels. It could have been your location. That is changing. Something massive, like lightning is coming in to strike this mountain and crack it apart. So whatever this obstacle was, Taurus, it is being removed. And this is lovely. I wonder if this is a collective thing, because it kind of seems like the other signs, everyone's experiencing this removal of obstacles. You do have to protect yourself against something. Keep something away from you or keep it out of your experience. Maybe it's like you're choosing to not get involved. That's what it is. Choose to not get involved or make your decision or take action right now, because you're growing in power. So Knight of Pentacles, a lot of you may have really been forcing something, or you were either forcing something and you don't have to do that anymore because your power is growing and there's going to be a divine moment as we approach your season in a few short weeks. Your power is currently growing. You can feel something changing. It's collecting, okay? It's electric. And whatever is being removed from your life, it's important that you close this door and you don't look back. I get the impression that you want to not be involved or not give an answer, or just choose to not engage. And that's important. This is where your power is. It's where you choose to say yes or no. You no longer have to say yes to everything. I think that this distracted you or slowed you down in the past. Taurus, money and career. Taurus. Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Well, you are balancing your output with reward. You're charging equal to what you are giving. a lot of you are experiencing a boost of some kind, a promotion, an increase, a raise, or maybe just a better suited position, something that makes you comfortable, makes you happy. Really, energetically, this is about how you want to be in service to the world. And the more that you are connecting in with that deep, meaningful part of you, like what matters to you and what matters when you see other people in their daily life, what about that daily life do you want to influence? Where do you want to solve problems? I feel like there's something mechanical that you can help them with, you can solve, you can facilitate. I'm hearing you can lubricate, you can make it easier for them. And they do say that if you can solve a problem for a person, then that is a career. You're guaranteed an income. But really with the Six of Wands, it is about being in service and doing a good job and being rewarded. So energetically, I think that there's some old cycle that has ended for sure. You're going back to a starting point. It feels more even, it feels balanced. Where before it feels like there were a lot of things stacked against you. There were obstacles. Maybe some of you prioritizing different things to what you're prioritizing now. It's just like before you couldn't see the way forward, or you had to really defend yourself, or you've really been fighting for this for a long time, and finally you're coming out as the victor. You're being recognized for this effort. Any messages for Taurus, money and career? Well, those just went sliding right off. Okay. You have the Three of Pentacles and the Hermit. Couldn't be clearer. You are at the top of your game, but you need to isolate and remove some kind of distraction. It could be social media. It could be maybe your social life. Maybe it's living more simply, more frugally. Sometimes with the Tower, it can indicate that we've spent a lot of time like maybe some of you have experienced lifestyle creep, but in the Tower, we've been prioritizing our luxuries, and we all deserve luxuries, but I feel like here with the Hermit, it's just wanting to either live a little more frugally or to just work alone. Maybe your efforts have afforded you the ability to start your own business or start your own branch off, do your own thing. A lot of you are meant to be teachers or leaders because you have the knowledge, you have the skill set, the expertise to lead others, to show them. And so you're able to show others the way, show others how you did it. You've reached a certain level of achievement. I feel like this Tower also, I'm getting for some of you, is the mountain that you had climbed through your career, through the, I'm hearing stationing of your legacy, the establishing of your legacy, and you reach the top, which is why you can now come down from the top of the mountain like the Hermit does and show others the way. You've been the first, and you're not afraid. As the Hermit, you're not afraid to light the way for others. You are the best of the best, so you can be a little more choosy with your services. That's definitely something coming through. You can be a little more choosy, preferring to work alone or just teaching in a capacity where you don't have to be as hands-on with the work anymore. You are just speaking more from a knowledgeable place, a knowledge place. Let me move these up a little bit. You've finished a project. There's so much success and achievement in this reading. But at first, like, there is a slowdown, there is a block, and then boom, it's cleared, and boom, the money's coming in, boom, things are starting to balance. I'm starting to see what I've been giving. get back what I've been giving, and now I feel really good about what I'm doing. It inspires me to do more. I'm confident, and now I am the master. You're the master. Taurus. Oh, who's that falling out on the Hermit? Let's see. The Eight of Swords. I heard don't fall on your sword. Don't sacrifice yourself. If you feel like you have to fight for something, it's better to not get involved at this time. I know that's not usually the Taurus way, but the message is really strong here. So Eight of Swords and Page of Swords, something is, these could be your students here teaching. Someone here, these are the problems you're solving for others. And if these are your problems, I'm going to get to that in a second, but I feel a lot of you, this is about being able to help others, learn more, teach them. Somebody, as the Page of Swords, needs a little bit of extra knowledge, expertise. They need some guidance for how to finish a project, how to address these things that have maybe been procrastinated or left unfinished, left unsaid. Something is left unsatisfied. For those of you where you feel that you haven't been able to reach that finish line, you've been distracted by comparing yourselves to others. You've been distracted by research. Maybe you've been looking too much at the competition, or I just feel like distraction has kind of been, or trying to find something out in a secretive way actually blocked you from learning. So there's just something about, maybe some of you, this Hermit is somebody you want to look at who has done this work for a long time, an expert who you can, it's time to sign up for that class. It's time to take that workshop, get that certificate. But I want to get a card of advice. If you have this unfinished business, Three of Swords, let it be. Let bygones be bygones, I heard. The birch trees, you want to shed that skin. So leave it alone, because it's distracting your energy, or it's pulling your energy. There's something that you didn't finish and you weren't meant to. For now, the energy just wasn't there. So trust that lightning is coming in to give you a lot of insight. It's uniting you with the right people. You're going to feel powerful with Jupiter's influence there as you share yourself with the world. You look for new opportunities come your way. But you do have the Three of Swords. Maybe fatigue or heartache has really distracted you from growth. But this can also be a motivator for recognizing where you felt hurt and saying, I'm not feeling that anymore. I will not let anyone make me feel that way, whether it's a client or somebody in your workplace or a teacher, or even a student. For some of you, like, you might be considering a slight maneuver in your career path because you may have been overwhelmed by students or your team. Like if you're a manager or you're the CEO or something, you might have been kind of hurt, I want to say, a bit of burnout or hurt based on your colleagues or the ones that were kind of under you. And so you can move toward more of this Hermit, Three of Pentacles, where maybe you specialize, you focus, you deal more one-on-one, or you're just learning to create more energetic boundaries, and that's going to take some time to build up that strength, but creating really strong energetic boundaries. I'm seeing a teacher, like, I mean, teachers deal with so much constantly, and you know, obviously you care about the work that you do. So how do you create boundaries where you're not letting this environmental influence carry into your personal life or like affect you on the drive home. It's very hard to separate, I think. So maybe some of you are kind of considering a career change altogether, and that's okay. It's like, but I'm only like 2 years in. I was just getting started, right? That unfinished business. It's like you might have a lot of guilt about not following through with something because, you know what, sometimes in life we're very inspired and motivated to pursue something. We think that it's for us, and then we get there and suddenly we realize we don't want it. Some of us force ourselves to stay, and some of us immediately recognize that this feeling is not okay, and we move along. Consider how much energy and time you've already put into this. I think a lot of you have invested a lot of money too. And there still is something else that you can do similar to that field or based on your experience, but I think there's a need to demand equality, or not just equality, but like recognize what I do, recognize my effort, pay me more. A lot of you might have to stand up for your rights. You might have to appeal to the authority, the authority body, or the governing body, the government, the board. Like I need to get paid more. I'm dealing with a lot. I'm in a very heavy position, and even though I'm strong because I'm a Taurus, I still deserve a little more. Some of you are needing to charge a little more. Some of you are looking into teaching classes, workshops. You've reached a level of skill and mastery where you can now show others how to, like beginners, you can show beginners how to. For some of you, this Three of Swords is a motivator. For some of you, there's some kind of heartache that actually is a motivating factor for healing. You want to heal. You want to help the world. You can look a little deeper into your subjects, your customers, your clients, and really look at like if you're experiencing something difficult with them, where are they coming from? How can we find a solution? It might take some distance. I think some of you are being shown that it's okay here to take some distance, take a little bit of a break, and get your energy back, recalibrate. Yeah, okay. Power. All of this is going to clear. There's something fated for you coming up in April that really connects you to some new opportunity or your path or even some insight. The next step, it's all coming up. It's all happening, and it's meant to happen now. So Taurus, I'm going to leave that there for now. If you would like a personal reading with me, my website is below. It is queenofpentacles.ca.